This is Walter Lee Hilliard III of UniversalSoulPower.com. That's UniversalSoulPower.com. The new rhythm and blues and contemporary hip hop soul podcasting. Check out my blog, UniversalSoulPower.com. ASAP. Okay, let's get started here. So, Nicole Rochelle, the light-skinned blonde woman that took off her shirt thinking that she could get some sort of attention by going and trying to make a fool out of herself and damage Bill Cosby's reputation. Now, she is a supposed member of Pussy Riot, a feminist group who does these crazy sort of things, takes their shirts off, their bras off, I think their panties off or whatever. Okay, so she was once on Bill Cosby's show as a kid. So I'm thinking, what was she doing? Sitting back, trying to conjure up some sort of idea in regards to trying to jumpstart a career that never really took off. Because I didn't know who the hell she was if she hadn't done what she did. And so I think that's the point. I think that she felt like, if I show my tits, now this is the Me Too movement era, and so I'm trying to figure out how she feels like showing her tits to the world helps women. I'm telling you, she didn't give a damn. She doesn't give a damn about women. It's all fake. I think she has mental issues. So to her, being delusional, she may think that she has this healthy perspective on women's and women's rights. And I'm not taking the... Look, I don't believe that all of the Me Too movement is bad, but it was kind of hijacked by white women and actresses from the black women who started the Me Too movement. But I'm just, and of course, well, you know, we shouldn't have to say that no one supports the abuse of women. Of course not. It's silly that people have to keep explaining that. However, her showing her tits and running around screaming Bill Cosby's and putting these alleged victims, who I don't believe are victims, writing their names on her chest, is somehow bringing attention to the abuse of women. It's fucking bullshit. Okay, this bitch is crazy. And it's time that black people start supporting Bill Cosby, and white folks. There's some white men out there been supporting him, and put a stop to this bullshit. How can you, as an African American, knowing all the lies the police tell, the judges tell, how they stack cases, and how these white juries let folks like George Zimmerman go, how can you watch these dumbass shows like MSNBC and CNN and all these racist ass magazines that put this story out here about this man, Bill Cosby, who's given millions to black colleges like Spelman, who shit on him and dumped him first chance they got when all these allegations start coming out? What if Bill Cosby slept with 20,000 women like Wilt Chamberlain? So you don't think 50, a minuscule number, would come forward when the money start being put out there, and one woman said this and the other said that? They all saying the same thing because they hear from the other. But the media won't explore that. They won't look at that. Like the Rolling Stone article whereby the young lady lied on the white male, and then there was a big investigation. They don't do that when it's a black man out there. When have you ever heard that being done? So we're not innocent until proven guilty. And I feel like this chick, this Nicolle, just went out there to restart her acting career. Now, mainstream media will give her some attention. I've seen one interview, but I haven't really looked. But the fact that she would do this when this is the man who gave her a huge opportunity. Someone said she was in some kind of movie. I don't know. But I can guarantee you she wouldn't have got that part, or how many ever parts she's done, if it wasn't for Bill Cosby. This is the thanks black people give you. This fucking bitch is crazy, and we got to stop putting up with this bullshit. Okay? You cannot sit back and say nothing when a white... How many times have we watched the news and we seen white females over the last 20, 30, 40 years? But it's been happening for hundreds of years. Black men used to get lynched because of accusations by some white woman that he raped me, he tried to make a pass at me. It's the same thing, except this is a high-tech lynching of Bill Cosby. And we just sit back and say, oh, because he criticized black folks trying to get us to do the right thing, that we just going to leave him out there for the dogs. Because if it can be Bill Cosby, it can be your black ass too. All right? You better remember that. Whether you're facing discrimination in the media or at work, they do the same thing. They prey on your weakness. Racism exists because we allow it to exist. If we start kicking ass and speaking up, they'll cut that shit out tomorrow. What's happening to Bill Cosby is a travesty. He tried to help black people. And that backwards ass, nobody, no name comedian that put Bill Cosby out there like that. I'm so mad I can't even think of the punk's name. Put Bill Cosby out there like that and got a career off of it, because I had never heard of him either. Stabbed his own people in the back, because if they could do it to Bill, they could do it to you. In fact, they've been doing it for 400 years, locking us up off of bullshit allegations. And we sit back and leave this man hanging out there. Crazy. So Nicolle, my point is, this was her sex tape, like Kim Kardashian. And I like Kim. Kim's one of the only few white females, so-called white females, if you want to call her ethnicity white, that will even go out within 50 feet of a black male, especially when cameras are there. So you got to give her some credit. But this was Nicolle's push for a sex tape to make her famous. Yeah, I slowed it down. I looked at her breasts. That's what she put it out there for. You believe that she really cares about women's rights? The only way she does is, like I said, is because she's delusional. And I already know she's delusional. But I don't think she cares. She has no career. This was her play on a sex tape to put her breasts out there, put her tits out before the world, run out there screaming, get tackled by the police, get on TV, go on interviews, and voila, now she's got a career. Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit. Black people, we gotta stop, and white folks, okay, because this is our country. We're all in this together, all right? We gotta stop being delusional. Now, I know it's more difficult for white folks because, like I said, racism is a mental illness, distorted perception, denial, all of that. Because you have to be delusional to sit here, see black men gunned down on the street and with a camera showing it, and still sit there and say, well, what did he do before the tape started rolling? How many times do they got to report how the police have lied? And why don't the good cops do something about the bad cops? But that's another story. So this is Nicole's play on a sex tape. Okay, the world slowed the tape down and looked at her breasts. Is that what you wanted? Is that what she wanted? Come on, man. Stop perpetrating. Let's get serious about things, man. This is Walter Lee Hilliard III of UniversalSoulPower.com. That's UniversalSoulPower.com. Peace.